This poor fella here has got his tractor stuck, look. Engine's still running, but then back wheels are dug in proper. Okay, looks like his mate's come to help. Fantastic, and he's out. Good morning from the beach. We have spent the last 24 hours just doing family time and not vlogging. A first on our holidays, to be fair, because we generally vlog every single day. But look at it, we're parked right here on the beach. Now before you say anything, the sand is hard right there. It's soft here, so we're going to be all right getting off. Don't worry about that. And there is a hive of activity. Lots and lots of people park on this beach. There's even a camper van right next to us there, look. And lots of tents as well.
One thing about this stop, the beach and the sea is lovely. It's a little bit dirty, there's a lot of litter, but the sea is lovely, and it starts off like glass in the morning and gets choppier throughout the day as the wind picks up, and that wind is a gorgeous breeze in the evenings.
Right, isn't it?
And we had a lot of fun bouncing in the waves. Anyway, we didn't really vlog it yesterday because we were just settling back into being a family and having a nice time. Right. So let's get this journey properly started.
Right, we're moving on today, and we've had a good 24 hours here, but we really need to have this aircon running. And even though I had the solar panels out yesterday, just not enough charge in the batteries with them to run the aircon all night. So we're going to try and find somewhere with electric, probably a campsite, maybe with a pool.
Our beach stop location last night was perfect for visiting the ancient city of Ephesus. Now, we were talking to a Portuguese couple last night, and they paid about €10 less than 2 years ago to go and visit it. Looking at the price now and doing our research, it's going to be €30 per person, and that is just such a lot of money. Now, this is the most intact ancient city that you can find anywhere in Europe, so if that's your bag, then definitely you should go for it. But for 4 of us, when I'm probably the only one who's going to love it, that's too much money.
So we drove further south on some of the roughest road surfaces I've ever driven on, rattling the van to pieces to try and get to a campsite that Lindsay'd found, but it wasn't meant to be. Okay, the campsite that we've got earmarked, which looks perfect, is I mean, the big road here was bad enough, but it wanted us to turn off on a gravel track with about a 10% incline, and there's no way I would have got back out of there with this front wheel drive pulling this 5.5 ton up a hill on a gravel road. It ain't gonna work.
Steve's usually quite cocky about these kind of things, but we both looked at it and went,
no.
No.
So, but we've driven like so far to get here, and it is trying to pull us off on some dirt tracks to get there as an alternative. Okay, a dodgy 12-point turn, I think. Down the bottom of there into town. This is too big. This is just too big. Got to get the hell out of it. We're going to have to find somewhere else, my love. Right, we're coming back past the gravel road that I wouldn't want to go down. I'm not sure if it's going to show how steep it is. I'm not sure we'd get back up it. And the next spot we chose was Kea Camping, and coming down there off that road there and down into there does not look like a bit of me. I'm not putting the van through that. My goodness, there's just so many unsuitable campsites. You just don't know till you get there. Let's just go find another one.
Cows.
Look out the window, boys. It's the cows. Right, well, it seems we failed again. It's now gone 6 o'clock. First off, there's no way I'm getting it down there and back up again without damaging it. Plus, we're just too big when we're down there. We're going to take up all the space. So she sent us up the road to Salyangoz, 2 kilometers up the road. Let's give that a go. And we did it. We found a campsite we can actually fit in for the 4th or 5th time lucky. And the sea is just over there. So it's pretty basic, but it's good, and it's got electric, and that's what we need. And access to the beach, so perfect. Right, first off, I'm going to go for a swim to cool off, because I am soaking with sweat.
What a beautiful, beautiful view to wake up to. Right on the beach. And this has cost us about £17. We're at Salyangoz camping.
And it was tight to get in this entrance yesterday here.
Yeah.
I just touched this sign right up here. So what the idea is, I went down there, turned around and came back and entered this way. And it was a bit easier, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Definitely come from down the road rather than up the road to get in. We came up here to pay the bill, and we met these 2 gorgeous men who met us last night and helped us in. Izmir and Aykut. They have been so welcoming and so lovely to us. We came up just to pay the bill and they gave us tea. And you know tea will always win us through.
And we shared the breakfast.
And we shared the breakfast as well.
So guys, the hospitality is fantastic. Well, of course, we're going to leave a link in the description for this one, all right?
Yeah. But you guys are new here? You've not been here long?
Since February.
February this year?
Yeah. And we will see how it's going on in the future. I hope we will make this place more beautiful.
Absolutely.
Designs on the parking spots for the vans and maybe in the center for tents. Hopefully everybody will enjoy their stay here.
It's lovely. And how many tents versus, is it more tents at the moment as opposed to vans?
Vans are more right now, but in our plan it's equal, like 15 they will be. Yeah.
Overall?
Overall, yeah.
And they allow you to use the kitchen facilities and everything here. The showers were great this morning, so
and last night.
So thank you
Very
guys.
nice.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Now, they've got lots of animals in here. We've had hens running around and we've got chickens and all kinds.
If you've been watching for a while, you know I love a good tree, and I'm trying to figure out how old this olive tree is, because mine's apparently 100 years old and is that big, but this, do they grow faster and bigger down here, or
Probably.
is it
I'd
just
imagine so.
ancient? I love it.
Okay, quick look at the facilities. You've got a washing machine to use over here. Ladies' toilets are there. Gents' toilets are here. You've got a cubicle there with a normal toilet. And around the back here, you've got 2 showers. Great big shower I had this morning and another toilet there. Not squatting toilets, I must say, so perfect. And the whole block, very, very cool and rustic. And hot water 24 hours. Here's a few of the caravans in here. These are Turkish caravans. We keep seeing them along the way. They're very distinguishable. And we're parked just over here with a sea view. Look at that. Perfect. And of course, there's the beach. It's a very stony, pebbly beach. And you've got used to the sun lounges as well.
At the moment it is still a little bit basic, but as we've heard, the boys have got plans to make it a bit more beautiful. We're currently on a 6 amp electric feed.
That's right, yes.
Very impressed with myself. So we've had to lower things and do things.
We turned the electricity, what we're pulling, down last night, yes. It's because it kept tripping.
Good. It's a good job I've got you to fill in the details, isn't it? But they have got big plans, so it is going to be very beautiful here, and I'd like to see how it grows in the future. So if you come here, make sure you tag us on Facebook so we can see your photos.
So we struggled yesterday. Boy, did we struggle. Campsite after campsite, the entrances was too steep, it was too small. They seem to be catering a lot for tents at these campsites. This big thing's just not fitting in many of them. So we need to be careful. We need to maybe plan a little more ahead, but eventually found that cracking one, and that was just right. That was awesome. Yeah. So anyway, we are heading to Fethiye slowly. It's about 3 hours from here. One of you guys reached out and said, listen, we've got a villa with a pool in Fethiye. You're more than welcome to come and stay. And I said, we're coming. He said, that's great, come. We've got electric, we can plug you in, you can have the aircon running, the boys can use the pool. So we're heading that way now. I don't know when we're going to get there. Likely in a day or two. We'll see how it goes. But we're just going to take a mosey on down the coast and stop and have a swim and see what we can find and try and find somewhere for tonight. Ideally we need electric, but the batteries are full now because we charged them at the last campsite. We topped them back up. So we could be off grid tonight and still run the aircon. Let's see. I must say some of these small towns that we go through are trying at times. Sharp bends, the steep inclines. The surfacing of these roads are some of the worst ever. I've been on worse roads, but not consistently surfaced as bad as this. So yeah, my new aim is just to get this thing back to the UK unscathed. That is the new aim. But yeah, these roads are trying, and steep as well. I'm finding myself doing between 20 and 30 mile an hour most of the time. So yeah, it's a challenge. Okay, we're dropping down into town, but I've been on some of these tight bends and my tow bar's been bottoming out, so I put it on the ferry mode. Listen to that noise. These road surfaces are awful. And ferry mode's okay up to 20 mile an hour to try and lift the back and drop the front, so not to grind out the tow bar. And yeah, and it's working. Right, he won't let us go into town here. He's directing us into his car park, and what he's saying is that the road's closed, I'm pretty sure, so let me get the hell out of here now. Look, I'll show you the sign now. Let's find somewhere else. This is really not friendly for motorhomes here. I've just pulled over the side of the road. Lynn's has found an absolute cracker. But again, look at the entrance. There's just no way I'm getting in here. That looked like an absolute gem. We're just too big for this country's campsites. Onwards, let's try and find another. Okay, I've got Kaya, beach and camping. And it looks like I should be able to get down here. Possibly, although getting back up might be a challenge with the grip. It's too small. It's mainly for tents, look. The pitches are way too small. No. Right, I'm afraid it's unsuitable, love. But I did manage to use the toilets while I was there. Just a squatting type. I'm getting the hang of them now. So there are so many campsites. Park for Night's got a few. Google's got way more. There's hardly any on search for sites, I've got to tell you that. But just not for this big van. Just for tents really, and small vans. Turkey's just not working out for us. Okay, we found a campsite with a pool and we're heading there now. Not many campsites with pools here, I must say. We wanted a campsite along the sea, didn't we? For yesterday and today, and of course we found one for last night, but we're struggling today. But let me give you some stats. We've just clocked over 4,000 miles. 4,030 miles. We have been an average of 34 miles an hour, 117 hours of driving, or certainly the engine running. And our miles per gallon is down to 24.4. So there you go. That's where we're at. Right, hopefully this campsite with a pool, so these boys can go and have a dip, because it is so hot. And that's why we normally choose campsite with a pool, campsite on the beach, just for this reason, to cool down. So it wants us to take a detour down there and across the river. And I'm not taking this down there.
So I've found a route that goes further down the motorway. I've put a stop in as a petrol station, so we come off the right side of the road, and it should take us on the road that's parallel to this. And I say road that's parallel to this. If it's anything like that, it's a track. And that was the other side.
Well, we're here and access is tight, but I reckon I'll do that. I'm committed now. Good morning. Well, what a tranquil place this is. When we got here yesterday, we literally parked up, pitched up, got in the pool and chilled, and recorded nothing more for you guys. It's beautiful. It's very peaceful. Not a lot here. The pool is fantastic, and the owner's very welcoming. So, coffee's on, as you may see behind me. But Lindsay's found there's a restaurant literally a 2-minute walk from here. So, the boys were having a lay-in this morning. They were chilling by the pool, jumped on the Wi-Fi last night. But I think when they get up, we might take a wander and go and check out a proper Turkish breakfast.
We're doing something we've not done yet while we've been here. We're going to go and try and find somewhere to have some, well, brunch. It's 11 o'clock here. So we're going to go and find somewhere for a traditional Turkish breakfast if we can.
And here's the rest of the campsite. It's pretty empty here. Look, there's plenty more room for people.
It's very new. It is very new. They have got plans to make a snack bar and some other bits and pieces. It's lovely. It's a little piece of heaven.
Right.
This hill's making me a bit nervous for tomorrow.
We'll be all right. Fortunately, it is. It's got concrete down there as well with the stones, so I should get enough grip to get up here tomorrow. Here we go. Hazar Safrasi. The breakfasts are meant to be outstanding. And here we go. This is really tucked away, right off the beaten track.
Okay.
Hey.
Hoş geldiniz.
Morning.
Buyurun.
Thank you. Aha. This is good. Okay. Lovely. Well, breakfast is served. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
All we did was sit there and we didn't even order. There's no menu. It's just been brought to the table like that. Fantastic. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
There's more.
More.
Oh my
Oh my goodness. We need more tables.
Wow. Lucky we got fries and look at this. We've got oranges on here and fantastic. They got us covered here.
No, definitely. Do you want to move my bag, George, and then
Put it on the floor, George. There you go.
wow.
I think if you wanted a traditional Turkish experience breakfast, this is it.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, how was
Wow. Wowzers. Georgie, would you like an egg?
how was breakfast, George?
Amazing.
Mummy?
So many different flavours. It's amazing. It's like a 5-course meal in one.
Right. And the fact that we didn't get a menu and within a few minutes of sitting down, the spread was just brought out and put on the table for us. That's the way to do it. Amazing. But that was perfect. And it was 1,450 Turkish lira. Plus, I got some extra bread and she gave me some eggs from the chickens. And we're going to go a different way back. We're going to walk down the river to get back. There you go. There's a little back road here. River's just there. And a little path that will get us back to the campsite along here. There's a little bridge across the river there. And just through here is back to our campsite, look. There we go. And this is a nice chill area at the bottom of the campsite. That was a much quicker way back. Literally 2 minutes. Our host, lovely, lovely guy. All right, Mrs. R.
Everywhere's a long, long walk in this heat.
Looking for the washing machine.
Yeah, he's going to help me. This is my washing leaves. Less to carry around. Oh my gosh, I'm hot.
Will you just look at that pool? Is that just not one of the most inviting pools you've ever seen? Honestly, it is an amazing pool. Love it. And definitely the pool, what's got us here to this stop. And it's brand new. This stop has not been open long at all. Brand new for this year. And over here, that's where our host stays. And Lindsay's found
My favourite olive tree.
her favourite olive tree. And she does like an olive tree.
I do.
Washing's on? Perfect. There you go. I want another dip, but a little bit more video editing. Finish this video, start it uploading, and my reward is jump in that pool. Of course, we've been using our Kadak Cook 3. And Harry's cooked these up tonight. Some nice meat kofta bits. Lindsay's put a little salad together. There's our little flyaway here. And we've got some bread and some feta cheese.
We feel really lucky to have found this little slice of heaven in Turkey. It's been gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. My favourite spot is under the olive tree, obviously. But we'll take you for a quick walk around and you can see what is here.
And there's the olive tree she's on about. She spent much of her time there, right next to the pool here, which has been the main draw. This is amazing. The owner, Haki, has built this pool himself. Fantastic. So he, I understand he's just a little bit older than me. He's now retired. He's handed his business in Bulgaria over to his son, who's in his 30s. And he's come here to retire and to fish and just, enjoy life. Brilliant. And he wants to share this with everyone as well. And everything he takes, money-wise for this, is all going back into building it and making it a better caravan park. Right next to the pool here, he's going to be building a bar and a snack bar and what have you. So that's the plans with all this wood here.
There are lots of new fruit trees that have been planted, so they're going to provide a lot of shade, much needed shade in the future.
And at the bottom of the campsite, there's a lovely little shaded area right next to the river. Toilet block is very, very rustic and cute. You've got a little wash hand basin here, and then you've got 2 Turkish toilets, one there, another one there, and a shower right here. And you also have similar facilities right down the other end.
Our hosts are gorgeous, and at the back of their little home is a washing machine that you can use if you need to do some washing.
Okay, we're all packed up except for the electric, because we're going to keep that for the aircon. That'll be the last thing we take off. But the price for this little slice of paradise has been £35 a night. It's been £70 for the 2 nights for the van, all 4 of us, electric, use of the pool and use of the washing machine. And here's the wash basin and the toilets at the other end of the site, look. And a couple of showers as well. And a washing machine. He's done a great job of making these facilities for this site. Very kind of rustic and yeah, they suit the site. They're fantastic. Right, let's do this. Right, hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. As usual, we're going to leave a link to this in the video description.
It's been absolutely perfect, and I really hope if you come to Turkey, you visit these guys.
If you like the video, give it a big fat thumbs up and subscribe if you're not. We'll see you on the next one.